Today, President Trump is working to gain support for a GOP health care bill. He denounced Obamacare during remarks in Milwaukee. Political specialist Sean Boyd live at the Capitol tonight, where supporters of Obamacare protested today. Sean.
And Karen, as that protest was happening here at the state capitol at the White House, President Trump was meeting with a group of Republican senators, including Colorado Senator Cory Gardner. Gardner told me that meeting was focused on the Senate health care bill, which has yet to be released, but is already drawing fire.
Affordable health care is in the clutches of the Senate.
With eulogies, the Grim Reaper, and caskets, supporters of Obamacare mourned the death of the law as Republicans in Congress work to repeal and replace it.
If we end up with Trumpacare, nobody's really sure what will be covered.
Elizabeth Colatrella is on Medicaid. A bill passed by the House would cut Medicaid by more than $830 billion. The Senate hasn't taken it up yet. Those here held a mock funeral procession to Republican Senator Cory Gardner's office, as Gardner had lunch with President Trump to talk about where the bill is at.
President Trump made it very clear that he would like a bill that recognizes the needs of the American people, recognizes there are people who need programs like Medicaid. And so let's make Medicaid sustainable. Let's give the states greater flexibility and ability to run the program the way they know how, because with $20 trillion in debt, what happens if we run out of the ability in this country to actually fund a viable Medicaid program? That would be a terrible crisis.
Gardner, part of the main working group that's helping draft the Senate bill, as well as a separate group focused on the Medicaid expansion, which covers 400,000 Coloradans like Coraletta Hython, who make just above the poverty line.
It's the working poor that's suffering. It's not, I can pick a corner and maybe get some free money, but I go to work every day. Why do I need to suffer?
And while there are reports the Senate could take a vote before the 4th of July, Gardner insists he hasn't even seen a final draft of the bill yet, but he does say Republicans are working with the Congressional Budget Office on individual sections of the bill. Live at the Capitol, Sean Boyd, CBS 4 News.